Now for round two of the final hour in one day. Hope you all are enjoying this. I usually don't do two in one day because scheduling is. I mess up from time to time, but it happens. Anyway, we have TheRemedy. I met this guy from the Potato Gang / Hello, motherfucker. J-Lo Fett. This guy, J-Lo, just comes in, throws that one in there like, hell yeah, what's up, J-Lo? And I met you through the Potato Gang, Blue Eye Darkness, and that whole crew there. It's just marvelous. Everyone has so much respect for each other. It's ridiculous. I'm like, wait, how? Like, how is this even a thing? This is a thing? What? And yeah, yes. And it's really cool. It's really cool. And make me damn, Dante. Oh, making me damn. So, that's how I met you, and I just randomly asked people to come on my show, and someone referred you, or asked you, or I asked you. I don't remember. It happens. It happens. So, probably, or yeah, I think it was. Was it JLo? You're on your mom's account? Hell yeah, Ninoski. So, you. First things first. There we go. Is there anything that you don't want to talk about, want to pass, incriminate you, whatever it is, we could just straight bypass. Like, you don't have to worry about it. If like you hear it, you're like, nope, not talking about that. Like, perfect. We're good. And now, first question is, who is TheRemedy?
Well, TheRemedy is the quirky, crazy, comedic side of myself. He was created because I didn't like being on camera so much, and the easiest way for me to do that, and the easiest way for me to get on TikTok and be me, was to cover myself up. So there lied TheRemedy, Plague Doctor, bringing him into the steampunk era and creating my own thing.
Okay. So that's who you are. You just came outside from the TikTok realm to join it, to do TheRemedy type stuff. But like, who are you like in every day? Like, I mean,
every day I am a retired stay-at-home dad.
Congrats! Tall, dark, and blue-eyed. Anyone saying they're retired and stay at home, whatever, I don't care what it is, and you play the fanfare, hell yeah, that was perfect, man. Because that is victory right there. Oh, Dukin! Yes. So you're a retired, stay-at-home dad. Now, that's actually very honorable. So, what did you retire from?
The military, which fully retired me for the rest of my life.
Gotcha. Okay. So what?
It's kind of a blessing and a curse all in one.
Well, you got those random, like, either whatever is causing whatever, because I don't know why we didn't dabble into it, and you have to deal with that for the rest of your life. Excuse me, I farted. J-Lo with the fart, really? And it's one of those that. Do you want to talk about that, or?
We can dive into it a little bit. I'll hold my reserves for certain things, and certain things I don't mind talking about.
Okay. So let's what do you disclose what you would want to talk about?
So what is it? I joined the military in 2009, and I served till 2014, and then during my tour of 11 through 12. I got blown up by an IED and got sent home. I actually went to Fort Belvoir, where I did some surgeries and took care of some of the issues that I'd gotten, and moved on from there.
Okay, fair enough. And then you're 100% disabled vet, is my best guess.
And as far as I can get to 100, yeah, I'm about 90%.
Okay. Well, you better fight that for 100, because they're assholes if you can't do anything else and they kicked you out. Shit.
Yeah, well, I got the 90 and I got unemployability through Social Security. So I get paid at 100%. So
nice, very nice. Very nice. And that helps out a lot. I don't care who you are. You fight for your country, you get blown the fuck up. You better get paid. I don't care who you are, because like I'm not mad enough to go out there and like deal with like shooting other people and fighting. Like I just that's not for me. I never liked fighting, but I know people have to do it to be able to protect the country. Even though it could be an argument, because it could all just be a miscommunications amongst countries, but humans, that's what I blame. Humans. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Went boom, got sent to surgery, got stay at home, and now you take care of your kids. And are you married?
Yeah.
You're married. Okay. So you have how many kids?
4.
You have 4. Very cool. Very cool. So you're married, you have 4 kids, and what is like the one thing you love doing with your children?
We enjoy playing video games.
Ooh, which one?
We enjoy all of them. Fortnite, we play.
Oh God, no! You said 4 poop.
We play COD. Anything that's cross-platform. Because they have their PlayStation and I have my Xbox.
Yeah.
So anything that'll work cross-platform, and we enjoy that kind of stuff.
Okay, so you play anything cross-platform, so like Apex, Call of Duty, anything Magic the Gathering Arena. Play that? No, that's on phone. You can play that.
I had that for a while, and then I got rid of it, and then I also play like Mordheim and shit like that. Tabletop games is another thing we love doing.
Nice. I can't get my son to do those kind of things. And then when he does, he wants to play Monopoly. And I follow the rules, and I'm an asshole. I'm like, no. We're not doing, nope. Not playing Monopoly. Nope.
You can't play that game.
Nope. That causes rifts in families for a while. You know,
it does. It really does.
You just want to throw that boardwalk across the freaking room.
Anybody
slap the freaking hotels on it too. Like, no. No. Anyway, let's get away from Monopoly. And you love playing games. So what got you into video games when you were younger?
Oh man, it was always an outlet for me. I grew up with ADHD and ADD, and video games was a great outlet to calm myself down. And my mom knew that, and so she encouraged it, as best she could, and it just became a thing and never stopped.
Okay. So you're what, mid-30s? I'm guessing.
We'll go with that.
Okay, so you're probably early 40s. Okay, we'll go with...
No. I'm mid-30s.
Okay, fair enough. Because I'm going to be 36 in August, so I understand. Like, so we're around the same age-ish, so we got the same concept of games. So when you were growing up, you had what, a Nintendo?
Actually, I had an Atari. Okay. And I started on the Atari because, of course, my mother had one. And then my Pitfall was my game. And then from there, we went up to like the Sega Genesis. And then I had a GameCube. I religiously played Phantasy Star. And, it just progressed from there. I still have my original PlayStation.
You did? Okay.
And,
I mean, you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And most of the games and shit like that. And then it just progressed, man. And every new system that came out, I always picked it up. Okay,
so you played RPGs, you played action adventures, you probably played Sonic, you probably played that one game where you got some rings and had some special powers in Genesis, which was a really fucking hard game, and I forgot the name of it. It was such a good game, just hard.
Immortal Beast or what? I don't remember.
I don't think it was Immortal Beast, but
are you talking about Contra?
No, Contra. Well, yes, that was Nintendo, I think, too.
It was Nintendo.
Yeah, it was like the up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start, or some shit like for that one. Yeah, that was fun.
That same code.
What's up, kiddo? And so you played Nintendo, you played Contra, you played all this. So right now, like, the state of video games, how do you think about like the video games and how they are now compared to back then?
It's so different. And the thing is in my opinion, the games that were on like Nintendo or on the Game Boys were much more difficult to play and get through than they are today to get through things.
You know why? There was no checkpoints except for in Sonic.
Yeah, and the minute you died, you had to start the fuck over.
Or if you died, you started at the beginning of the level, and then you had a certain amount of times where you could continue before you had to start all the way at the beginning of the game. Do you remember a game on regular Nintendo called Blaster Master?
Blaster Master, yes, absolutely.
That was something else. That was 500 titties for Remedy. Hell yeah, let's go to Disorder Lord. 500 more titties. Hell yeah. That was, I would have to say, one of my favorites. But as soon as you got to that crab in the water area, that was a bitch. No. But once you got past that, it was so easy. I mean, not 100%, but it was. There was a lot of easy moments. That one was
I think Metroid was probably my go-to game.
Ooh, Metroid or Super Metroid?
Metroid, the first one.
Okay.
Because they did do that, and then they also reinvented it to the Xbox and created this whole new ridiculous thing.
Oh yeah, they did like make a different version of it. It was called fuck.
It was like first player.
Yeah. They did that too. Blaster Master did that too, but Metroid was Nintendo. I don't know if it's on Xbox. It might be a different, unless they did, and for the hell of it, with a different type of game. But Metroid in general was just like the fact that you had to figure out where you were going and where the items were and memorize all of that.
Yeah.
Where do you think us like kids learn to memorize things?
I can't remember shit.
I should make it a thing where my son has to beat the first Metroid without any technology, without any help, to be able to get his next game.
Yeah, you should do it.
Yeah, Metroid Prime on the GameCube was first-person shooter. Yeah, because they skipped to 64, and I loved Super Metroid. Yeah, the soundtrack, the map, and just everything about it. Oh man, you hit a good game. Yes. That's ooh. Oh man, and the thing is like the animals. The fact that they teach you how to do stuff.
Yeah,
What?
Man, nostalgia.
Oh,
bro.
Yeah, we're not old.
No, not at all. Not when our games are pixelated.
We just know things.
We're well rounded.
Hey, we just know more. If you were to create a new game genre, what would it be?
Oh man, that's a new genre or a new game in a genre?
A new game, like a new genre in as a whole. Like if you were able to come up with something and probably mesh like a whole bunch of things together and somehow make it a thing, what would it be? Like that's really pioneering something right there, and I can never answer that question. But my son always asks that one.
It's a hard question to answer.
It is.
I guess bringing like.
That's right, Nani.
I'm into tabletops, and that's like not like board games and stuff like that, but like tabletops D&D. Like Wartime and Warhammer, stuff like that, where you have a 4x4 table and you have to build your own buildings and paint and make your own guys and stuff like that. I think that would be a great thing to bring to gaming. I know they have some of those games for PC, but I don't think they have enough.
It's not the same. Like, it's weird. Like, they could even make it where it's like a Sim City in a sense, where like you do make your own area and make it like an MMO in a weird like kind of way, where like if you get destroyed, you have a cooldown where anyone can attack you and you can rebuild, or some weird thing.
They need to make it so that you can build your own battlefield, your own battleground, everything, opposed to their pre-generated crap.
Dante, Warhammer 40k for the win, blood for blood god. Samus is Harp's gamer girl crush. Maybe. I don't know. I just thought it was badass because like fact that you're running around in this suit trying to save the galaxy.
Right.
That's what I thought was badass about it. And the fact that the Metroids were actually cool, and we had to kill them, and we were hunting them. But we saved one that was actually nice, and
he fought for us.
Go play Super Metroid, and you'll understand. Feelings hurt, yes. And they have Roll 20, which I hear is okay. Interesting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, so... Okay, we have Roll 20, we have tabletops, we have games. We could talk about games all the time. So why Fortnite? I have to ask.
If you... I play the game, but if you... I really hate the game. I really do, man. Because it's so frustrating for me to play. I don't like playing games where a bunch of little kids are beating me. Because I have a life. I have things I have to do. I can't sit in front of a video game for as long as some of these kids can. And I think I'm good. And then a lot of times I get on to play and I get destroyed. And it just becomes fucking frustrating, man.
Fair enough. But still, why do you play Fortnite instead of other ones? Yes, Rip is right. Gotta have that violin crying. Yes. But why Fortnite? Why not just play Call of Duty? Is it because of the little ones?
No. They play Call of Duty too, so
okay.
Which I just started letting them play. But my oldest is 15, and my oldest is going to be 14 soon. So I just started kind of letting them get into those kind of games.
Okay.
So they started out with Fortnite and Apex, and then I moved them up into Call of Duty. And
fair enough.
They're moving into the better stuff as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't get into Fortnite. I tried it once, and I was like, it was just too kiddie to me. The formation, the movements, clunky.
Well, when you come from Battlegrounds, and Battlegrounds was crap, obviously, when it first came out, because there were so many glitches and so many issues with the server.
Mm-hmm.
And then they dropped Fortnite, and it was so much better, but the same kind of game, but cartoony.
Yeah.
So that became the alter, or the one to go to, because it just played better.
Yeah, the alternative to the other one. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I actually came from action adventure / I was into Final Fantasy 14 MMO for a long time.
Yeah.
Did you play that?
I played some of the older Final Fantasies, and then I played not the most recent one, I don't think. I didn't get into the Final Fantasy series that deep.
Okay.
Because I don't know. It just didn't suck me in enough.
Yeah. It's one of those where either you get sucked or you don't.
Right.
I was into that for a while, action adventure, and then fighting games. I actually hosted fighting game tournaments, Street Fighter V, Injustice 2, anything that was coming out and hot. And I actually ran a tournament organization for a little bit, passed it on to someone else. They forgot about me, which is assholes, but that's what it is. And I was doing that for a long time. I did tournaments, and then I switched it to Apex, and Apex is a first-person shooter, which I have played those, but it's hard to keep up, to get going now. Now it's I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to get to hit that wall where I'm okay, what do I got to do to get better? And damn. So very cool. So you love playing video games. That's probably your major pastime with your little ones, is playing a game of some sort, right?
Correct.
Okay. So besides that, why you got on TikTok? This is going to a U-turn right now, but how did you even get on TikTok?
Okay, so I swore for the longest time I wouldn't fall into the fucking rabbit hole of TikTok. I wouldn't even download the app. And then I'm not even sure why one day I was screw it, I'll download and see what it's about. And of course, the first thing I start seeing when I download it is like-minded people doing things that I genuinely enjoy doing. So that sucked me in even more. And then one day it was, well, let me try this out.
Okay.
So it was a very, very rough start and a very rough draft of what Remedy is now. He started out very rough.
Okay.
But I enjoyed it, and it just became something I was passionate about. I wanted to shoot every night. I wanted to put content out every day. And then I met, of course, some of the people on the Potato Gang, and got close with them, and it just grew. It became something that was more than just posting videos.
Yeah, these people, like, even though I'm not there that often, but I do consider them family. Like, everyone there, like, you all, like, I feel like I belong. Right. And it's been a long time, even with people I thought who were close to me that just, like, literally just drew me to the curb. I thought that way of, and I realized, like, no, like, you guys actually are like that. That's the most interesting thing to me.
Right. It wasn't just conversation. I'm in a couple other servers, like on Discord and stuff, and most of it just seems like general conversation, people passing words back and forth. It wasn't like that in the Potato Gang. It was very welcoming. It was very positive. It was very, I don't know, soothing to the self, to know when you're there that people actually give a shit.
Exactly. And they'll listen, they'll care, and they won't spread it around like wildfire because they have that respect. And it's awesome. Right. Stay that way, everyone, please, because you all are awesome. So you joined TikTok, you did it, you started doing every day, and you fell in love with it, and you came up with a play doctor and I think a Viking oriented, I'm guessing, or Norse, one of the.
Yep. Okay. So I have Remedy, which is my original, and he, like I just said before, he was more my quirky side, like my comedic and fun. And then once I got through him, I realized that there's other parts of me. And so now I have Bender, which is also a plague doctor, but he's more of the worser side of Remedy. So he's more punk, he's more not so outgoing and serious, and that's kind of his realm.
That's awesome. And Disorder Lord gifted out a tier 1 sub to Dante. Thank you for that, tier 1. What? All these gifts and titties tonight, man. You're causing disorder in the Lord of, like, or you are the Lord of Disorder. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And that's
so you have. So yeah, and then I have the Viking, who took off pretty well. I wasn't expecting him to take off, his name is Brander. He was just created because I'm intrigued with Vikings, and the whole, of course, the beard was easy for me to do.
I mean, you didn't have to put anything on; it just naturally was there.
It's just there, so it made it a lot easier to create and come up with something. Okay. And I enjoy that one quite a bit. And then I just dropped a new one tonight.
Nice, and I didn't get to see that because I'm really not on TikTok that much. Ironically,
his name's Stitches. He's more of a creepy, scary, the horrific side of me.
The side that no one really knows besides yourself.
Yeah.
There's always three parts of people of everyone. The people, like how you portray yourself.
Right.
What you think of yourself, and then who you really are. I think
correct.
I'm not sure.
That's about right.
Yeah. That's interesting. So what gave you the idea of the Neurosi?
I've been playing around with ideas, trying to figure something out. And I couldn't figure anything out. Like, I knew what I wanted. I knew that I wanted this part to show. I just didn't know how to show it. And I was sitting down today in the mirror messing with the paint, and it just kind of happened. Okay. So he's still really rough. He needs some work, but that will come with time. But I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, like, it's after a couple times of putting the makeup on or however you do it and adding more stuff here and there and little things, touches, you start realizing what you want and what you don't want. It's very interesting. way of doing it, because Blood got me into that, and it's like, you're doing makeup today. I'm like, damn it, I know. Because like
I know, I see your videos drop with her occasionally. I'm like, she made him do makeup.
The thing is, like, I'm not my brain hand to drawing. No, no, brain hand to putting puzzles and figure stuff together. Yes,
yeah,
but not that. So that was really hard, and people could tell, like, you could tell, but it's like
it works.
Yeah, exactly.
It works. I'm an artist. I love to draw. It's
Really?
something that I hadn't done for a long time, and just recently got back into doing it. But just because I can put my thoughts and ideas onto a paper and draw something does not mean that they transfer to here very well.
No, because it's not flash.
It's not the same. It's just I can erase very easily on paper if I screw something up. If you get so deep into something and you just kind of roll with it because you're so far into it, you just gotta let it go.
Mm-hmm. Or start all over. Oh, man.
I'm not too keen on doing.
No, because time. What is that? As I say in almost every interview. Have you seen that guy, Old Man Time? I'm trying to get a contact with him. Have you?
No, I can't handle that guy either, because I need him to help me out.
I know, right? Like, shit. So, you do a lot of stuff, actually. You just didn't really dabble into it right away. So you draw. You draw. So what got you into artwork when you were younger? Like, what started it?
Again, it was an outlet for my ADD and stuff like that, my ADHD, to sit down and hard focus on something and close the rest of the world out and focus on one thing was good for me. And I was good at it just naturally. And of course, over time, it got better, like things always do. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed drawing superheroes or just random shit, or whatever came to my mind to draw. I drew it and I put it on a piece of paper.
Wow, I wish I could do that, but I can't. I could talk to people. That's what I'm good at.
Everyone's got their niche.
Exactly. And I got a cat. Yep. He's chill. So, you draw, you do that, you just started, and it's like, I see this in my head, I'm gonna do this. Whoop.
Yeah.
Stamp from brain to here, and it worked. Yay! Magic! Now just come to life and be my minion.
Exactly.
That would be cool. So you could use that for your Warhammer stuff.
Yes, right? I'd do that too.
Ooh, that's an interesting question. Depends if he wants to answer it. What is the most serious situation you've ever had to deal with?
In terms of, I need some...
Anything that comes to mind.
The most difficult situation in life?
Yeah, just whatever comes to mind.
Let's see. It's a difficult one. There's been so many difficult things in life.
Blue says hi too. It says from J-Lo.
Rem, Blue says, oh, tell her I said hi. I can actually see the screen down here. I'm just not looking at it. God damn. I guess the hardest thing was, so I struggled growing up, and then getting into relationships, and I had my kids. I guess the hardest thing to do that I dealt with in life was the transition from my civilian life into military life. And then that transition out of military life back into civilian life.
Really?
Yeah. It's still a struggle to because I'm still not fully into civilian life. So it's not anything that's ever going to happen.
I get you.
So
I get you.
That's a daily struggle.
No matter what you go through in life, it lingers with you, no matter how serious or how little. Like going from one thing to one life change to another life change back to normalcy is like, what? Or losing like friends out of nowhere. Like what happened here? Like, why didn't well, why didn't everyone want to try to fix this? Like,
Right.
it doesn't matter what the severity is. It sticks with you, and it lingers, and it's always in the back of the mind. But it's like how you get past it. What you do to stay away from it being as in front of your mind, and it stays deeper in the back of your mind.
Right. And that's probably the hardest part is trying to block the wall and not think about those things.
Yeah, definitely. That's really good. So, what do you do actually to help like push that to the back?
TikTok.
Yes, fucking TikTok. Hell yeah. Well, TikTok helps with a lot of stuff: friendships, meeting people, having fun, having a good time.
It helps me close off the world for the time that I'm doing it, the time that I'm in that moment, or dealing with that. I don't see anything else. I don't hear anything else. That's what I'm doing.
Nice, very nice. So, excuse me, that came out of nowhere. So, you got all these things going for you. You got your kids at home, and you're enjoying life as best as you can. You want to like do what you pretty much could do what you want to do now. So like I know there's limitations. You pretty much can. You got a lot more free time than a lot of other people.
Right.
What are you going to do to utilize your free time that you earned to enjoy with, to like grow as a person?
I don't know. It's difficult because in my situation, it's not. I can kind of live life and be that, but I can't learn new traits. I can't go to college. I'm not allowed to do these things because of the situational and disability situation I'm in. So the only things that I do to kind of grow and just be in life is, I play my games. I play with my kids. I work on cars. I love working on cars. I'm still building my car.
Nice.
I ride motorcycles. That's another thing that I do to close out the world. You jump on a bike, and there's no better thing in the world than wind therapy. You know what I mean? So
yeah, being by yourself and having the wind block everything else out, and your bike making the noise, and
I just kind of take my life each day at a time. I'm not thinking about, for most things, I'm not thinking about next week or what I'm doing next year, or I'm in today, because today is what matters. And if I can't focus on today, there's no fucking reason I need to be focusing on next week.
Fair enough. And it's like you take it day by day, and that's sometimes the best way to go. Like, it's really hard to plan ahead, and because you don't know what's going to come next in the next 5 minutes.
Correct.
Rich 666, I guarantee that's Psycho Bitch. I'm guessing. I can't remember. I'm like, the name's not exactly. Hey, it's TheRemedy. And then Jenna. Hey, TheRemedy. How are you doing tonight? How are you?
How are you guys? Rich.
I think that's Psycho.
It might be.
Yeah. Well, she's going to be on the show soon too. I forgot what exact date. I think it's maybe Thursday.
Yeah. She's. I'm excited to see that one.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
She needs to change her name, because we shouldn't have to guess if it's her or not.
You can't on here. I think Twitch has certain words you can't say. Oh, it's Sherwood. Okay, Sherwood Design.
Oh.
Yeah, you're supposed to be on the show too, right? What happened with that one?
Was she? What did she chicken out?
I don't know. Just didn't contact me. I didn't reach out. I just forgot. Disconnected information. I mean, it happened.
She's super busy all the time.
That's just life in general. I know. Like today, I double booked. Later, Ninoski, by accident. And that's why when you said 9, I looked at the times. I was like, wait, shit. Dates? Okay, the times don't conflict. Let's start at 9:30. And you said you didn't release one yet. I'm like, can you do that? I didn't ask, but can you do it? You did it? I was like, okay. There was no argument there. Let's go!
Yeah, because I forgot. I was like, shit, I was supposed to put a video out, like 5 or 6 days previously. And now I'm down to like 3 or 4 or whatever it was. And you are a slacker, Sherwood.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Um,
And it just worked
so
out.
yeah, it worked out.
It worked out. It really did. And thank you for that one, because I'm horrible at planning some of the stuff sometimes. I'm just like, oh my god, I need a secretary of some sort or a better program that does it for me.
Yep.
And they do have them. But with
Yeah.
all this, like, you're a very interesting, quiet, laid back guy that likes chilling and hanging out with people. And in the potato game, like, why do you like chilling out? Your like, what are your reasons to hang out with them so much? Like, why are they so awesome to you?
Okay. There's so many reasons. So I was real quiet coming into Potato Gang. I'd come into VC and I'd either sit off camera or I wouldn't turn my mic on or for quite a while. And basically, I'm quiet people and finding out who everybody is before I even be myself, because I need to know who everybody is. It's kind of, I guess that's a military thing. I need to address my surroundings first. But it was so calm. It was so cool. It just felt good to be there. And then when people would talk to you and they accept you for who you are and what you do and what you like, they don't care what you're doing. They didn't care who you are. They don't care about anything. They just like you for you.
Raven 702 says Remedy.
Raven. And then I met Jalafet, my best friend. And we grew in our relationship, growing as best friends over the last few months. It was 0 to 60 or 0 to 100. It was real fast. And during that time of growing into being best friends, everybody else kind of just fell into place. And it just became a family. It just felt right.
Nice. And I have to agree with you. Like, everyone understands. It's like, it seems like everyone has gone through something of some sort and understands a mutual respect with everyone.
Right.
And it's really nice.
It is. It's really soothing. It's really calming to just be around them.
Yes.
When we can all be driving in our cars on VC, just not saying a word, but we're all hanging out together, doing things.
Right?
Doing our own things.
It's crazy. I've been in there when there was like 20 people and it was just so quiet sometimes. And I'm like, I'm working on like a video and it's just like, look over, like 15, 20 people. Okay.
Well, that's what you do in that's what you do in a family, right? You guys all sit around and watch movies or you do your own thing. Nobody has to say anything. It's just being together.
Exactly. It's awesome. Which I need to show up more often. But you like, so what are your goals? Like, do you have any like plans to like try to like go on YouTube and learn whatever you would have learned in college or a new trade, or are you gonna try to use you like maybe make a YouTube account, make videos on there, use Twitch or anything like that, or is it just gonna be strictly? Okay, what are your plans?
I don't have any plans.
Okay,
That's because it's very, like I said, I kind of just live day to day. But I used to stream on Twitch. I used to stream on Mixer when I played, and I did have a YouTube. I currently have a YouTube that I don't use for TheRemedy, and it's the problem is YouTubers and Twitch streamers, they're on mostly a schedule. If you want something consistent and you want followers, you've got to have a schedule. It's got to be very consistent. And I am not a very consistent person, which is why I like TikTok, because I can draft bank so much stuff and I don't have to do anything for 2 weeks, and I can just drop videos because I took 1 or 2 nights and made a crap ton of content, and I don't have to be consistent.
Yeah,
with making the content, I can be consistent with dropping it.
true, very true. Yeah, that's like Twitch. You have to put time aside to do. I mean. Like, I should limit myself more on Twitch, but I love it so much. I'm like, okay, I don't care if I'm not like kind of growing right now, but I'm fine. I'm having fun. That's what I want to do. I have YouTube. I have all these other things, so I use everything. It's just really hard to keep up, and I understand that. Like, you could drop videos anytime. Like for me staying active on all my socials, I take a 30-second video of the sky and I post it on my TikTok and say, at me your sky. And I do that for everyone. So everyone can partake. Even the person who's not a content creator, has never posted, can sit there do that. And they're not in there. They're not like anywhere. They don't have to be on the camera. And they could show their sky, and it brings everyone together for something for someone to do and feel like they're a part of something.
Exactly.
And that's why I randomly started that, and I've been trying to keep up with it every day, and it's great. And Disordered Lord did the sound a little bit ago while you're talking, and it says, there you go, Remedy. And so you got no big plans, just chilling, hanging out, just trying to meet people, and
just trying to live. My content on TikTok is not for me. My content is for others. It's relatable content.
Fair enough.
It may not have anything to do with me. It's just there's a lot of things that other people can relate to that can bring them in. That's what I want to do. I want them to feel like someone sees them.
Hell yeah. Mr. Pop Tart Official, thank you for those 10 titties. I hope you're enjoying the show. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where to go. We are running pretty close to the hour mark, which is like we started half an hour late, so I was like half an hour, but I mean an hour. If there is one thing that you could accomplish right now that would be one thing that you've always wanted to do and accomplish, either learn, do, just whatever it is, what would it be?
I think this is not stuff I usually would put out there. So I originally went to college, and my original plan in college was to get my degree in teaching the handicapped, or working with kids like me who have learning disabilities, whether it be reading or whatever it is. And then that was really a passion of mine, but I couldn't get through the basics of college. I kept failing the basic courses, so that never happened. I think the only thing I passed was psychology, and which I also enjoy. But I think if I was to be able to say, this is what I'm going to do, and be able to do it, that would be the route I'd go. I'd love to teach kids that grew up like me and had issues with life and trying to fit in because they weren't as good as everybody else.
Fair enough. That's actually really cool. And that's one of those things that you can't do unless you do go to school and get those degrees. And even freaking just getting English 101 for me, like I suck at English. I'm pretty sure you've watched my show, have heard me talk, and you're just like, what did he just say? What? And that's how I've always been. But going to college and then trying to get those classes down, it's like, why do I need to know math this or yes, exactly, yonk, like J-Lo playing it. Why do I need to know this
to do this?
To play guitar.
Yeah. Right? Exactly. The ridiculous things.
The bureaucracy of it, like learning all these extra things that you don't really need, which it does help, but there's some people who just can't grasp it. There's a piece missing, and they just don't get it.
Correct.
And yeah, that's really cool and honorable. I know you'll find a way to be able to help people.
Oh, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do now.
With TikTok, right? Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough. Very cool. Now, do you have any broken bone stories?
I have broken so many. I didn't break any bones, like, through all of my childhood. It was when I became an adult that things started breaking.
The worst time.
Yeah, right? So I've broken fingers. Let's see, probably... Okay, no broken bones, but I did cut my thumb off. Yeah, I was deployed and building. We were building the LZ, like the office for the LZ, which is the landing zone for the helicopters and stuff. So we were building an office, and outside of the office, we had to have a deck with seating on it because the soldiers come and go, and they need a place to sit with their rucks before they jump on the helicopters. So we were putting rubber down on the seat, and my dumbass pulled out my knife and went to cut the rubber off of the edge to make it even, and my knife went straight across my thumb. And of course, you know, us Army guys, that shit was
You
sharp.
didn't even feel it.
No.
Until like 30 seconds later, and you're just like...
No, it cut it right off, and it was hanging there, and I was like, oh, well, shit. Right over to Charlie Med, which luckily is attached to the LZ. So...
Fair enough, like, okay, fix.
Yeah. That's it. So they sewed it back on.
Damn.
I've had my scalp by a dog when I was 8. I had like 200 stitches to sew it back on.
What?
Yeah. So there's a lot of horrific stuff. I cut the tendon and ligament in my right hand on the pinky finger all the way through.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, adult life, right?
Right? Damn, I did that, like, crazy stuff when I was younger, but I've only had a hairline fracture in my collarbone, but shit. That's like, I have no... Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. I like that. That's good. Yeah, ouch is right, Brad. Holy crap. Right. So, since we are heading to that hour mark already, like, this was actually a real deep, chill conversation. I love it. Like, it was very chill. Right. So, if Chad has any questions, by all means, ask away. First one is, I ask, is there anything that, like, I didn't get to talk about you want to talk about?
I never really want to talk. I'm not a big talker, but I enjoyed this, so that works for you. I guess no.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, we're there.
It must have just got back up as I fucking went back downstairs to check it again. Holy crap. Okay, and technical difficulties for the evening. Usually I get one a day. It happens. So all right. So as that happened, we were answering the first one as if there was anything we didn't cover. I think we got through that one, didn't we? I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, we did get through that one.
We got through that.
Okay. I hate it. What's weird is that the power strip literally just turned off. Like, someone flicked the switch, but no one was down there to flick the switch.
Yeah, that's odd.
And I'm like, because I unplugged it, plugged it back in, I'm like, oh shit, is the router completely dead? Uh-oh. I thought I was fucked. And then I went, no, let's try this out. Clicked it, and I was like, I hear it humming. I'm like, what? Okay. Technical difficulties. It happens. So
Sherwood said you're haunted.
I know. I saw that. Between two of you. Oh my god. Yep.
Yeah.
I was just calling it like I see it, gents. All right. So the next question is, since we got derailed just a little bit, the next question will be: do you have any stories with fire?
Stories with fire.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
No. Fire is not something I've had the chance to experience.
That's good, actually. Okay.
Right.
That's very good, actually. So I'm gonna tell everyone to refresh their page in case they don't see anything. So we got no fire stories. We got multiple broken bone stories, and cool. We covered, and the thing was okay. Got that. Now, why? Why? Why would it be so difficult at times?
Such an interruption.
I've had worse. I've had it where I was 15 minutes in and then I lost it for 6 hours and it wasn't my end.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it was like shit. We were able to do it later in the day, but it was just like, why? Why? So, the next one is, do you have any questions for me and Blood?
My first question for you is, what made you pull away from TikTok? Why?
I discovered this.
Yeah.
And this takes a lot of time. And doing the OC content, which I have like 30 videos I could still post. This not in my drafts, but they're in my Adobe Cloud, where I could just like download and post. But I personally just haven't really had the drive. I kind of like with TikTok and like content in general, I like making it besides just doing the show. I kind of lost my drive because I had a very like a few months ago, I had a very dramatic experience with like some close friends happen, and it just threw a wrench in that. I just kind of like stopped caring about everything. And I briefly talked about that earlier. So it was one of those where I just fell off of everything. And then seeing how TikTok was back then and now it is, it's like, it makes no sense to me. So I took a step back, but I'm slowly getting back into it. I'm not stopping. Otherwise, I would have stopped this completely. But I'm going to continue my work, my YouTube. I'm going to continue my TikToks as I see fit and what I want to add. And I'm going to continue my Twitch. I enjoy this. The more time I'm on Twitch, the less time I grow. Like getting more people in here. But that doesn't bother me because I'm having fun. And that's what I want it to be about. I could spend just doing the final hour show and spend all that other time, or like just do 2 days a week, do Apex afterwards, and then edit Apex videos, do OC content, do all this, and keep growing. But I'm like,
it's a lot.
At the same point, like, I'm not at that crossing point where I really want to do that yet. I do and don't. So there's that. But
I mean, it's fair enough.
That's kind of why I took a step away. Like when you went from I know I wasn't in for the views, but I was in it for exposure from everyone seeing me and making people smile and all that. Like I was in it for numerous things. But when you go from 3,000 to 6,000 views per video to only 300 to maybe 1,000, that's
it's very discouraging. It's discouraging. We all go into it with the intent to just have fun with it and enjoy doing it. But there's also the conflict of, if my stuff isn't being seen, I'm not reaching the people I want to reach. And if I'm not reaching the people I want to reach, I feel like I'm failing.
Exactly.
So it's a very catch-22 kind of situation.
It's a double-edged sword. It's really a double-edged sword. But yeah, that's my main reason. I'm never gonna stop. I will like slow down at times, but I'm never gonna stop.
Right.
Okay, that's fair. That's actually a good question. I haven't been asked that one. Fair enough. I like that one. I hope Chad is still there. I mean, they all kind of like, I think they all disappeared, but this is what happens when you have technical errors. I mean, do you have any more questions?
You and Blood meet. I'm pretty sure that's probably been asked. But
oh yeah, it has been. But high school.
High school.
Yeah, that's where we met. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
36. So that's quite a while.
Yes, we've known each other for quite a while. Had our ups and downs. Yes.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, it is what it is. We've known each other for years.
Yeah, I mean, that's always best. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories of high school, let's call them sweethearts, making it quite a long time. So that's awesome, actually. So kudos to you guys.
Hell yeah, thank you. Yeah, we met there, and she's the one with all the brains with the TikToks. Like, she's the one with all the ideas. I'm the one with all the brains of this and trying to build an empire in a sense to help everyone out. I mean, but yeah, that's that. Yeah, eventually. Now, you have any more questions?
Um, why? This goes to games. Why Apex? Why not? Because I see your streams. It is Apex galore.
Mm-hmm.
Why have you gotten so nailed in on Apex and not the other platforms of games?
COD is boring. Spawn die, spawn die, spawn die. Warzone, look, get enough money, get your perfect loadout. Okay, fine. When you're walking around Warzone, you can get like a good drop in like 2 chests.
Right.
With Apex, it reminds me of Battlefield 3 with the movement and speed of Marvel vs. Capcom and the skill sets of Overwatch, where you get skills and abilities.
Right.
And it also reminds me of like a different version of Devil May Cry, but where you actually have to aim and shoot, or you miss drastically.
Right.
I spoke earlier about doing Street Fighter tournaments and hosting them and running organizations. That I love that feel of like going into a tournament or like a fight scenario where I have to go with my skills of every single type, movement, aiming, outplaying the other enemy, and put that in. And Apex is one of those where I can't actually do that. And I could see myself, if I practice hard enough, actually going to become Predator in there, because in Street Fighter 5, in my opinion, I would not be able to do that. Because as soon, or any fighting game, as soon as a new character dropped, you had to learn the new character's frame data, which is like how long it takes so a move starts up, ends, where the hitbox is, and when it goes back. Each combination of frame traps, which is like if I do like say a light punch and I go into a hard punch, there's a gap in between those two. So when I do a light punch, say it's +1, and then the next move takes 5 frames. If you hit a frame perfect to go into the next one, that is considered a 4 frame trap or lower. Anything, or a 4 frame trap or higher. So if I hit a 4 frame button that takes 4 frames to happen, that combo in a blocked sequence will win no matter what.
Right.
And you can follow up and combo. And you need to learn that with every character that you get and everyone that comes out. So you know every matchup. And there's no way in hell I have time to do that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a thing for me either.
So I come to realization with that. I started playing Apex. I hated it, but then I really started liking it. I hated it again, and then I got friends that want to play it. So I'm like, fuck it. This is a good game. I like it. I'm decent at it. I'm plat 4 when like only 20% of the people on the game that does ranked is plat. So it's like, I'm doing something right. Let's push it farther. And that's why.
Fair enough. It's a good enough reason.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's about it. But
Yeah. Okay. I got one more question though.
All right.
Who would you like to refer to be on the show? You can refer multiple people though.
Let's say Dante Dova.
Dante. Oh, that would be an interesting one. Because our personalities are similar and then not. It's interesting.
I think it would be a really good mashup to see. And then Geo.
Geo, I've invited him, but he hasn't gotten back to me.
We need to get Geo to do it.
Yes, he could bring his squirt bottle.
Exactly. Exactly. Because he is such a... I know he doesn't like... He's such a down-to-earth guy. I really enjoy him as a person. And I'd like other people to see it. I'd like other people to see him.
Fair enough. I wouldn't mind too. He seems like a very interesting person too. Like I love meeting people. I love just keep figuring out if like, are you a person that I'm going to be able to open up, or are you going to hide in your shell the entire time?
Exactly.
I love doing that. I don't know. I just do. And yeah, so I mean, you're in chat, Dante. So all you got to do is DM me, hit me up. I mean, come on now. G
Do
has no
it.
feelings. I mean,
G doesn't have feelings.
no, I get that. I get that. I've been in chats with him long enough. I get that. I'm
Sherwood,
going to
you can't
hide.
hide.
Haha. No, you're
She
not.
needs,
You know, you're not.
she needs to
Sherwood.
get her camera so she can get on here too.
Yeah, Sherwood. Yeah, she has a phone. That's all you need.
I know. She knows. She's just making excuses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who says? I
It's like
planned
she
months
said,
out. I have someone planned in August. I have someone
Slack.
planned in June. Like, I mean, come
Right.
on.
I mean, that's why I did it this month, was because all last month was full.
You know, and I take a vacation in this week, so yeah, excuses rude. Who, me? Excuses rude? Yes. Well, yes. If they're lazy excuses. Anyone else?
No. I think
Okay.
that should be good enough.
So Dante and Gio sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let them know that you referred them. If I remember, I'll contact them too. And definitely hope to see you guys on the show. I would love to have you on here and enjoy and talk, and one-on-one instead of having like 14 other people in chat would be interesting, right?
It would be super interesting.
Or we just stare at each other like this, like,
Yeah.
Anyway, with that being said, I'll keep you on the line for a few minutes after this, and
Okay.
we're going to be right back. And I'm going to be on Apex. My son might play, maybe Dr. Zach, because he just called me. Usually when he calls me, he wants to play. So maybe he's ready to play. I don't know. So I'm going to be right back. And thank you for being on the show. It was a pleasure. So
Thank you. I appreciate
see you
it.
soon. Peace. Well, not really peace, but see you soon. Bye.